is the 6 o'clock news, Iredell County's trusted news leader, with Bryson Davis.
Good evening, I'm Bryson Davis. Tonight we start with a story out of Statesville. A sudden sprinkler failure today caused major flooding at 5th Street Ministries. 6 family rooms for parents and toddlers were shut down, and a new 15-bed dorm just weeks from opening has been delayed. The damage at 5th Street Ministries will take months to repair, and the ministry says it cannot do it alone. They're asking for community support, whether it's donations, volunteering, or spreading the word, to help restore the family rooms and the new dorms so families, including parents and young children, can come home again. After last weekend's winter storm, which brought snow, sleet, ice, and hazardous travel, Iredell County residents and officials are turning their attention to another bout of wintry weather expected through the weekend. Emergency management crews activated operations last week, responding to ice-covered roads, downed limbs, and power outage risks. Cleanup has continued this week, but forecasters warn the region isn't out of the woods yet. A winter storm watch and warning is in effect from late Friday through early Sunday. Snow is expected to develop Friday evening with heavier accumulation Saturday afternoon into evening, potentially 5 to 7 inches or more. Temperatures will stay in the 20s with gusty winds creating blowing snow and hazardous travel. Conditions will improve on Sunday, but bitter cold will remain. Officials are urging residents to prepare now, stock essential supplies, check heating sources, stay updated on official alerts, and avoid travel during the storm if possible. A deadly shooting in Mount Airy leaves 2 people dead and 2 others injured, and authorities are investigating the scene near a local church. In Davie County, a former town clerk is facing multiple felony charges after being indicted for embezzlement. We'll have the latest on both stories coming up after the break.
In my heart, I knew something was wrong with my little girl. She was always tired and spent a lot of time in the bathroom. When the pediatrician said she had stopped growing, it was clear this wasn't just stress or growing pains. A friend told us about the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. They really came through and connected us with a specialist. Now we have a diagnosis and a plan. You know your child best. Go with your gut. Visit spillyourguts.org to learn more.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut, the one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
4 people are in custody tonight following a deadly shooting in Surry County that left 2 teenagers dead and 2 others critically injured. Authorities say the investigation is ongoing, and the arrest came after a coordinated effort between multiple law enforcement agencies. Just after 2 p.m. Wednesday, deputies responded to reports of a shooting on Samurai Lane near Welcome Baptist Church Road in Mount Airy. Upon arrival, law enforcement found 4 individuals suffering from gunshot wounds. Emergency responders immediately began life-saving efforts. An 18-year-old male was pronounced dead at the scene, and a 17-year-old victim later died at Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center in Winston-Salem. 2 additional victims were also hospitalized. Officials say one is in stable condition while the other remains in critical condition. The Surry County Sheriff's Office led the investigation, working closely with the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, Mount Airy Police, Surry County EMS, 911 Communications, and the Bannertown and 4-Way Volunteer Fire Departments. The Winston-Salem Police Department assisted by locating one of the suspects within their jurisdiction. After working through the night, investigators arrested 4 individuals in connection with the shooting, 2 juveniles and 2 adults. Each faces 2 counts of felony first-degree murder, 1 count of attempted robbery with a dangerous weapon, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit robbery with a dangerous weapon. The juveniles are being held by the North Carolina Department of Juvenile Justice, while the adult suspects are being held without bond at the Surry County Detention Center. Authorities say no names are being released at this time due to the ongoing investigation, and additional charges are possible. Sheriff's officials say the investigation is ongoing. Residents are urged to report any information that could assist investigators. Further updates will be provided as new details become available. A former town clerk in Coolamy is facing multiple felony charges following a grand jury indictment in Davie County earlier this month. On January 12th of 2026, a Davie County grand jury returned true bills of indictment against Aaron Michael Thies, charging him with 2 Class C felonies and 1 Class F felony of embezzlement by a public officer. Thies was arrested on January 26 by the Davie County Sheriff's Office and issued a $25,000 secured bond. The case was investigated by the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation's Financial Crime Investigations Unit. Authorities say the investigation is ongoing and have not released any additional details at this time. Federal, state, and local agencies are teaming up to fight violent crime in Catawba County with a new task force targeting gangs, armed robberies, and drug trafficking. At the same time, Troutman police are warning residents to stay alert against scams and fraud targeting phones, texts, and social media. We'll have the details on both stories and how you can protect yourself coming up after the break.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training on a Friday afternoon, and the very next day he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. You don't know how much somebody can hide what's going on inside their head. Store your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies have joined forces to combat violent crime in Catawba County. The new Catawba Valley Violent Crime Task Force brings together the FBI, Charlotte, and Catawba County Sheriff's Office, the Hickory, Maiden, and Newton Police Departments, the North Carolina SBI, and the ATF. Officials say the task force will act as a force multiplier, combining resources and expertise to disrupt violent crimes before they happen. Agents will focus on gang activity, armed robberies, and drug trafficking while responding to ongoing investigations tied to these crimes. All joint cases will be reviewed by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of North Carolina and the Catawba County District Attorney's Office to ensure they are prosecuted effectively. Authorities say the task force represents a coordinated, unified effort to make the Catawba Valley safer for residents through proactive policing and collaboration across agencies. The Troutman Police Department is warning residents to stay vigilant as scams and fraud continues targeting the community through phone calls, texts, emails, and social media. Officials say scammers often create a sense of urgency to pressure victims, sometimes posing as banks, utility companies, or even law enforcement. Red flags include requests for gift cards, wire transfers, cryptocurrency, or immediate payment. Police advise residents never to share personal information unless they initiated the contact, to avoid suspicious links, and to verify callers using trusted numbers. Families are encouraged to talk with older relatives and teens who are common targets. Authorities say staying informed and sharing scam awareness is one of the best defenses against fraud. After last week's icy roads and freezing temperatures, many families in Iredell County are still struggling to stay fed and warm. Tonight, we take a closer look at how the Salvation Army is meeting the rising need for meals and shelter, coming up after the break.
All right, guys, this happens every year. Valentine's Day is coming up. We don't know what to do, but Johnson Greenhouses makes it easy to get things right. From beautiful custom floral arrangements she'll love to stylish scalp bags, sweet ladyfingers treats, and unique home decor items that she'll actually use. Everything's all in one place. But you're not sure what to choose? Well, the staff is happy to help you find something she'll truly appreciate. You can keep it classic with flowers or go the extra mile with a gift bundle that shows you put thought into it. It's the kind of place where quality and attention to detail make all the difference. And yes, it's the kind of gift she'll talk about long after Valentine's Day. Whether you're shopping for your wife, girlfriend, or someone special, Johnson Greenhouses helps you give a gift that feels thoughtful and personal. Stop by 204 Salisbury Road in Statesville or call 704-873-4345 to place your Valentine's order today.
As icy roads and freezing temperatures gripped Iredell County last week, many families found themselves struggling to stay warm and fed. Tonight, we're taking a closer look at how the Salvation Army is stepping in as demand for shelter and meals continues to rise after the storm.
We knew with the storm coming in that tents would be destroyed, camps would be destroyed, food supply would be more scarce. So a lot of our Southside camps were able to come up here and be in the shelter, which we can see here. A lot of them are here. Safe, hot meals delivered by many, many organizations. So it was a huge need. It's changed things a lot, especially for this population. They're very grateful and thankful that this is available. Otherwise, they would be on the streets. We had somebody come last night at 11 o'clock. She was all but frozen, solid, hands purple, hands burnt, just from the cold air. So she was able to come in even at 11 last night. We got her a hot meal, got her some hot hands, warmed her up, got her some blankets, so she was good to go for the night.
Salvation Army had already had a warming station from 9 a.m. till about 3 p.m. every day that it was under 40 degrees for the people to come to. And so it was real easy. This Salvation Army has never been a homeless shelter per se, but it's definitely a light in the community.
The Salvation Army says the response from local businesses and neighbors has been nothing short of incredible. Volunteers, donations, and support from local groups have made a real difference, helping families stay fed, warm, and safe during the ongoing winter recovery.
Well, those of us who've been working here and watching the situation develop, we've said this just goes to show what the Statesville community is like. When there's a crisis, they fall in line, they come in and they say, what can we do to help? Doosan's got this big generator out here when they thought the power was going to be going off, and it didn't go off. So we've got that there, and it's not costing us anything. So people, when they collaborate, can get things done. And we knew that all along, and that's what the Salvation Army has been doing.
We've been here since last weekend, I believe it is. We found out about this the first day they opened, but we decided to go ahead and try our tent that night. And that night is when it really snowed real hard, and we woke up that morning, the tent had collapsed on top of us, and we had to struggle to get out. It was about 6 o'clock in the morning. We came down here and knocked on the door, and Lieutenant April let us in, and she said, you know, you guys, we have cots. You should just stay here, be safe. And so we've been doing that, and it's been such a huge blessing to be able to be here, have somewhere safe to sleep, food to eat, somewhere warm to be, and they're treating us like family, and it's been amazing.
I mean, gracious people. We've all built a relationship with each other. We all enjoy our company. It's like I said, I mean, they saved my dog. He's been out there with me in the woods, and he's a good boy, but not people understand dogs and their breed. But I mean, they didn't want me to lose my dog, you know. They come together and they find out more of what we need, not just, oh, give this, give this. It's more of what we actually need out there.
They took us in, it's like we was at home. And they make you feel good because, you know, there's always somebody here to crack a joke with you, and they don't even know them from Adam, but they make you feel like you're right at home. And another thing I like about it is like spending so much time with the Lord. 5 days a week with Jesus, you can't beat that.
The Salvation Army says the need isn't over. They're asking for volunteers, warm blankets and coats, and donations of food. Even small contributions can make a big difference for families struggling in the cold.
We're just blessed. This community has been outstanding, and if I missed any partners, I'm going to give you a list of those so you can share that. But we appreciate you guys coming here, and just feel free to reach out to me. But my phone number, that anyone can call me or text me. If I don't answer, text me and give me your name and give me what you're interested in doing. If it's volunteering, we are going to be here till next Wednesday at least. And my phone number is 704-902-1637.
If you'd like to help or know someone who needs assistance, you can contact the Salvation Army of Iredell County directly at 704-872-5623. Every bit of support helps keep neighbors fed, warm, and safe. Thank you for joining us this evening. Stay tuned to WAME News for the latest updates on the winter storm, as well as the important news and events shaping our community. We remain committed to keeping you informed and connected to the stories that matter most.
Stay informed. Stay ahead. WAMEnews.com. Social and on air.